Hi, I'm Reverend Nina Rowe, founder of AngelsTeach.com, and welcome to AngelsTeach TV and this week's Messages from Your Angels for September 20th through 26th. This week on September 21st, tomorrow actually, is when we experience the equal time of dark and light. The time when nighttime is equal to daytime, and we are reminded by Mother Nature of the need to restore balance in our lives, because the day and the night are displaying and modeling for us in such magnificence the beauty and the necessity of balance in our lives. So if you're feeling any particular area of your life is in need of balance, this is a great time to be working with your angels to help bring that more into alignment. So this week's messages, when I was doing my meditation, the angels say, quick, quick, quick. The pace of this week is quickening. We're at that point, we're well past Mercury retrograde that slowed us down a bit as we started fall. We're still a ways away from the holidays when we start to kick back a little bit more. And this is a time when the pace is faster, when it's more about getting things done. And that is the energy that we're in at this point in time. But again, remembering to keep that in balance, and of course remembering to do those things that keep you centered and stable as you move through this quick time of year. We have the angel of psychic ability is first, and then we have the goddess of psychic protection. So already a theme with psychic abilities. Two cards wanted to come through, but the angel is saying it's the angel of communication. All right, interesting. A lot of emphasis here on intuition. I tend to use the words psychic and intuition interchangeably. I do tend to stay away from the word psychic just because it is loaded with more baggage and has more history that isn't necessarily a positive thing. That said, the cards here are speaking a lot about intuition without even looking at the images, just looking at the words. They're really jumping forward to me around awakening of intuition. So looking at the angel of psychic ability, I'm getting the message that I need to read this card together with the goddess of psychic protection. A lot of emphasis on the eyes, a lot of emphasis on the third sight, a lot of emphasis on focusing on the positives and on protecting yourself from anything that feels as if it's a vibration that you don't want to invite into your energy field. The term protection and the whole topic of psychic protection is actually quite a tricky subject from my point of view, because we are our own creators. We create everything that's in our reality, and yet we do need to also be very mindful of protecting ourselves. So most of the time, if not always, when we're looking at the topic of protection, it's always going to come back to ourselves and our need to strengthen our inner resolve, to release any kind of a victim mindset that might be inviting unwanted behaviors from other people, to really start to step into our strength with our angels by our side, and be in that place of empowerment where we're really not victims, but we are that empowered soul that only attracts positive, wonderful things into our lives. So again, the emphasis on intuition here, I'm hearing about partnering with the angels. A lot of times when people are awakening, when they are opening up, they forget to ask the angels for help. They sort of assume that once they have that intuitive connection, that the angels will remind them when something needs to be done, or, and many times messages do just come through, and that's a bit of a more complicated topic because we're always asking with our vibrations through the conscious and the unconscious self. But it's very important to have at the conscious level to be asking our angels for what it is that we're wanting to create in our lives and what it is that is in true alignment with our soul. Because you can't really work with the angels and create things that are not in alignment with your soul. So that's a real key thing to pay attention to. but you do need to be asking. So, for example, if you wish to have a career that's more fulfilling, then ask your angels, please show me what career I can be doing to help me to live closer to my life purpose, to really step closer to my path of empowerment, and really set up dialogue that you have with them on a regular basis, if not every day, every week. Certainly not hounding them and them hounding you, but really about healthy dialogue to keep that flow of communication going. Which brings us to the third card, the Angel of Communication. You can see her popping up out of those waves underneath, and it's that communication just popping out. And the message I'm getting from that is about the fluidity of communication. And as you ask your angels, I'm just hearing them saying, ask, 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 ask. Because they can't help if you don't ask. And again, going back to what I said a minute ago, we're asking in every moment with not necessarily our conscious selves, but our subconscious. So if there are inner scripts and inner beliefs that you have working in the background that you may not necessarily be aware of, those are asking on your behalf whether you're conscious of it or not. So the way that you can override those, if you will, again, is by asking and bringing your relationship with that asking process to the conscious level. So in other words, be very conscious and deliberate with your intention in your communication with your angels. And I am hearing that that is it as I tune into these three cards one last time. Again, the eyes are just popping out at me, and just a reminder, stay close to your angels, stay close to your intuition. It will bring you only goodness. I'm Reverend Nina Rowe. Thank you for joining me here. I invite you to visit AngelsTeach.com for all of our offerings that we have to share with you and help you deepen your connection with your angels. My blessings of love, joy, and abundance to you. Be well.